The Sonos Move is surprisingly good. Well, okay, maybe it's not surprising that Sonos made a great sounding speaker. They've been doing that for a while now, but what has really surprised me over the past 6 months using the speaker is how much I found myself moving my Sonos Move around my home to play music thanks to its battery and Bluetooth capabilities. But at $400 US, which is the retail price of the Sonos Move, those features come at a cost, and I'm going to walk you through whether or not I think it's worth that cost. And the first feature that has really stood out to me over the past 6 months with the Sonos Move is sound quality. If you're buying a speaker, you want it to sound good, and I don't think you'll have any complaints with the Sonos Move sound. The speaker features 2 Class D amplifiers, 1 downward firing tweeter for crisp highs and a wide soundstage, and 1 mid-woofer for mid-range and low frequencies. It can easily fill a room with distortionless playback at high volume. And honestly, it just sounds good in any room I put it in. Now, part of the reason for this is a technology Sonos uses called Trueplay, which helps Sonos speakers tune their sound and tailor it for the environment you place them in. Normally with Trueplay, you have to get your phone out and have to scan it around the room while your speaker emits a semi-loud sound. But with the Sonos Move, Sonos introduced Auto Trueplay. Auto Trueplay will automatically retune your Sonos Move as you move it around by utilizing the on-device mics. The data collected from the mic is only used locally and not uploaded to Sonos' servers or anything like that, and it works on both Wi-Fi and Bluetooth mode, though weirdly, if you have the Google Assistant installed on the speaker, Auto Trueplay will not work when you put the speaker in Bluetooth mode. Auto Trueplay can also work when you stereo pair 2 Sonos Moves together as well, which will get you even better sound. And if you want to tweak the way your Sonos Move sounds by default, you can go into the Sonos app to play around with the speaker's EQ. The next thing I really like about the Sonos Move is that Move part. The portability of the Move is something I didn't even know I wanted or needed, but I really love it. The battery life for me has been excellent. It's rated for 11 hours, though depending on a variety of factors such as volume level, temperature, etc. Those can all impact your real-world experience with the battery life. For me, I haven't used it to the full 11 hours of playback, but it's at least lasted me 8 hours of playback. You can check the battery level by either asking the speaker through Sonos Voice Control, Sonos' own voice assistant,
Hey Sonos, what's the battery level?
The battery is fully charged.
or looking at the Sonos Move in the Sonos app. And it's easy to pack up on a trip, and you can even put it in your carry-on luggage, though it might take up a good amount of your bag or luggage space compared to the smaller Sonos Roam. The Move will also net you around 120 hours of battery life when you leave it idle off its wireless charger dock, which comes with the device. And leaving the speaker on its dock all the time will not negatively affect its overall battery health, and you can alternatively charge the speaker using a compatible 45-watt USB-C charger. And you'll know when you need to charge it because the Sonos Move's battery light will start to blink orange. If you want to save even more battery life, you can turn on battery saver mode in the Sonos app, which will cause your Sonos Move to power off automatically instead of going to sleep. Now, one concern I had about buying a speaker with a battery in it is how long that battery would actually last. Sonos rates the battery for 900 charge cycles, or about 3 years. Once the battery has started to go on your Sonos Move, you can purchase a replacement battery kit for it, which retails for $70. It's honestly great to have a speaker that's designed to be both portable and durable and have a replaceable battery, which is honestly pretty rare in tech these days. Another thing I really like about this speaker is its design. It has a great aesthetic for a speaker. It's very clean and minimalist. The touch controls on the top are easy to use and intuitive. You can tap to raise and lower the volume, swipe between the volume buttons to skip forward or skip back, and tap the mic button to turn the mic on and off. And the status light at the top will turn a variety of colors to give you info about your speaker. It'll turn green when the volume is muted, blue for when the speaker has gone into its Bluetooth mode, white when it's on Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi Bluetooth toggle on the back makes it easy to switch between both modes. You just simply hit it once to switch the device over to Bluetooth, and then go into your device to find and pair with the Sonos Move, which will make a sound confirming it has been paired with your device. Sonos also made sure to make this speaker durable. It has a shock-absorbing design that also carries a IP56 water resistance rating for occasional brushes with the elements, but note, it is not waterproof. It cannot be submerged in water or exposed to pressurized water, such as a shower or heavy rainstorm. Also note, the wireless charging base is not rated to be used outdoors, so you'll want to charge your Move inside. The Sonos Move is also easy to set up, and I like how Sonos guides you through each step, and it has helpful cards that you can swipe through during setup to get you familiar with everything your device can do. Another great part about this speaker is how easy it is to add the Sonos Move into a group of Sonos speakers already playing music over Wi-Fi. You can simply tap and hold the play-pause button, and your Sonos Move will start playing the same music as your other speakers. But if you plan to use Bluetooth mode, do note that you can't stream audio from your device to multiple Sonos speakers via Bluetooth, as well as you can't actually group Sonos speakers together via Bluetooth either. Another thing I really like about the Sonos Move is it's easy to cast music to your speaker over Wi-Fi through either Apple AirPlay from an Apple device or through the Sonos app. It's easy to bring up AirPlay on my iPhone and group my Sonos Move with my other Sonos and non-Sonos AirPlay speakers, like my HomePod Minis or my Onkyo receiver, to play music. And when I was at the beach this year, I was able to cast audio from my Apple TV to the Sonos Move, which vastly improved upon the garbage audio coming out of the TV speakers. The last thing I like about the Sonos Move is you can choose between several voice assistants to use on the device. You can choose between the Google Assistant, Amazon Assistant, or Sonos' own voice control. For me, I use the Amazon Assistant on my Move because you can use it and Sonos voice control on the speaker at the same time. Overall, Amazon's Assistant is speedy and can play music from a variety of services like Spotify, Amazon Music, and Apple Music. Sonos voice control at the time of recording can only play music from Sonos Radio, Apple Music, Amazon Music, Deezer, and Pandora. Where Sonos voice control really shines for me is being able to control the volume of an individual Sonos speaker within a group of Sonos speakers currently playing music. It can also tell you the battery level of a Sonos device in your system.
Hey Sonos, what's the battery level?
The battery is fully charged.
And you can use it to pair a group of Sonos speakers together.
Hey Sonos, group bathroom speakers.
Grouping bathroom speakers.
So that's everything I've liked about the Sonos Move, but there are a few downsides I've run into while using the speaker for the past 6 months. The first major downside for the Sonos Move is lack of Google Cast support. If you're an Android user and you want to be able to easily add your Sonos Move into a group of speakers made up of Google Cast speakers like the Nest Audio or my Onkyo receiver, you can't. You can only group your Sonos speakers through the Sonos app or by using Sonos Voice Control. Another downside I ran into with my Sonos Move is when moving it from one Wi-Fi network to another. When I brought the speaker along with me to my beach vacation over the summer, I found it was very difficult to use the Amazon Assistant after I had successfully moved the Sonos Move to the Wi-Fi network I had set up at the beach. It just would not play any music even after I did a soft reset of the device, reauthorized my Sonos account, I removed the Amazon Assistant from the device and then reinstalled it on the device. All of those steps, it still just would not play music. After trial and error, I finally was able to fix this issue by simply disabling the Sonos skill through the Alexa app and then re-enabling it, and then the assistant would finally play my music again. The last downside I found with the Sonos Move is with Sonos Voice Control. It's less forgiving than the Amazon or Google Assistant when it comes to asking for a specific song from a specific artist. It'll often not be able to complete my request, where Amazon's Assistant will understand what I'm asking for. So that's everything I've liked and disliked about the Sonos Move, and while it's an expensive speaker at $400 US, it packs in a ton of features. It's easy to use, sounds fantastic, includes Bluetooth, and overall, it's a much more versatile Sonos speaker than I had originally realized. If you have the money, I'd actually recommend going with the Sonos Move over the Sonos One. It's a bit larger and more expensive, but the ability to just pick it up and move it to a different room or outside on a whim, that versatility is actually quite nice and something you can't easily do with the Sonos One. If you'd like to check the current price of the Sonos Move, I've left purchase links here and in the description below, as well as in the comments. Hit that thumbs up button if you like this video, subscribe for more reviews, and if you're looking for what to watch next, check out some of our other speaker reviews, like the recent one I did of the Sonos Roam, the smaller portable speaker from Sonos. You can get to that review by clicking on the video to the right. And if you want to further support what we do here at 6 Months Later, click that join button below. For 6 Months Later, I'm Josh Tedder. Thanks for watching.